What's up, everybody? I hope you are fine. I hope you are doing well. And I would appreciate if you can just smash the subscribe button, smash the like button like never before. And I would like to thank each and every one of you who have already subscribed to this channel. Thank you very much.
So now you have it. As far as MK is concerned, President Zuma, I spoke to President Zuma. He told me they've got conclusive evidence of how this election was rigged, how many votes were stolen. And they are going to court to try to stop, not to have a recount. People say it's a recount. That's not what President Zuma said. President Zuma and them wants to have a revote. So, the revote that President Zuma and them want to have, they want to bring a constitutional crisis, which I think they might get right if we don't get our ducks in a row. Then President Zuma and them wants to bring, then we vote again in 90 days. In 90 days, we are going to vote again if President Zuma wins his court case. If there's a crisis, the IEC will have to, if EFF joins MK and all these parties are joining, then there will be a re-election in 90 days. So that possibility is there. I am not against it. I am not against it, but I fight a different battle at the moment. If I see the evidence that President Zuma and them have, then ons byzani, ons is reg vir 'n revote. Ons is reg vir 'n revote. That will have to happen in 90 days. So all those options are on the table. So if there's a revote, because this election, I must tell you, it was rigged in the Western Cape. The election was rigged. I'm told in KZN it was also rigged. So when President Zuma told me that they are fighting for a re-vote, and they asked, well, you guys, are you ready for a re-vote?
It's obvious that uMkhonto WeSizwe is not satisfied about the election results. But according to me, uMkhonto WeSizwe is one of those political parties that have performed very well when it comes to these 2024 elections. So especially in KZN, they were able to manage to get over 45%. That was amazing. And nationally, they were able to occupy position number 3. So that's a great performance according to me. But they are still not satisfied, because it might happen, according to them, that they deserved more. They deserved maybe 20%, 25%, and so forth and so forth. And some people are going around saying MK party has now become greedy. But I can say, if they have evidence, if they have tangible evidence, if they have witnesses, they have to exercise their own constitutional right and see if maybe the Constitution can judge in their favor or not. Because the most important thing is that everybody has to be satisfied. Because if you have evidence that the elections have been rigged, then it means you have a right. According to the Constitution, you have the right to go out there and say, you know what, these are my grievances, or this is my complaint. Then at the end of the day, the Constitutional Court has to decide whether to be in your favor or not, based on the evidence that you are having. But there's one thing that I would like to talk about. I just want to talk about the impact of re-voting, because most definitely there will be an impact when it comes to re-voting. What do I mean? I'm talking about the results. In other words, the results after re-vote will be different from the current results that we are having, just in case if MK party can win this battle. If they win this battle, obviously everything is going to change. But here is the thing that I just want to focus on. Some people might no longer be interested in voting. So now it's going to be the duty and the responsibility of these political parties to make sure that they encourage people to go out there and vote. Because other people might say, now we are tired, we don't want to be part of this whole thing. Because right now, as we speak, many people are going through a lot, because some people don't even understand about all these negotiation processes or procedures and etc. So some people might say, we are no longer interested. So the other thing that I would like to talk about, which might create an impact, or that might make an impact to the results, is that other people might change their votes. Some people who voted for other political parties might decide to vote for other political parties. So what might be the reason? The current negotiation processes. Because some of these leaders, they just negotiate. They just negotiate without consulting with people who voted for them. So it would be important for these political parties to have a communication channel with the people who voted for them, with their supporters. They have to listen to their supporters. Because right now, there are many people who didn't vote for MK party, but who voted for other political parties. And now they are in a situation whereby their political parties or their political leaders are now negotiating with DA, and they don't like that. So what does this mean? It means if the Constitutional Court can make a judgment in favor of MK, we are going to see many people now moving from other political parties to MK. Because what I like about MK, what they are doing right now, whether they win or not, but the most important thing is that they value their voters. That is why they are like, if we have this evidence of rigging, then we have to make sure that we go all out, not just maybe for public image, but in order to satisfy people who voted for them as well. Because sometimes it can be painful that there's evidence of rigging, but other political parties are silent, are not saying anything. So there might be a situation whereby other people might say, you know what, we want to go straight and vote for MK, especially in KZN, because most of the people in KZN voted for one political party. I'm not saying the majority of people in KZN voted for MK, but many people in KwaZulu-Natal voted for MK party. So many people are like, if MK won't be included in these negotiations right now, they might feel disappointed because many people voted for MK, voted for a single party. So they want to be included when it comes to the government of KZN. So now, if they are going to win this case, if they are going to win this battle, then they are going to make sure now they go all out to make 50% all by themselves. And worst part is that some of these people who voted for other political parties like IFP and others might decide to say, you know what, let's go straight and vote for MK, because our political parties keep on negotiating with these political parties such as DA. Because you have to understand that people on the ground, they could have just voted for Democratic Alliance, but they don't want DA, and they don't want their political parties to negotiate with DA, especially if you have MK, especially in KZN. So it's very important to create that communication channel whereby you listen to people who voted for you, because even if there would be no revote, but it would still affect them maybe in future 2026 and even 2029. So if the judgment is going to be in favor of MK, that's going to make a big impact. So in other words, the current results are going to change drastically, even if maybe there was no much of a rigging. But if the decision is going to be in favor of MK, then we are going to most definitely see big changes. And Gayton Mckenzie again is also complaining about the situation in Western Cape, but I don't think we should go by the evidence that we hear from social media and etc. So you must have like tangible evidence. So far, MK Party has not yet disclosed their evidence, but I think they are also smart by doing so. I would appreciate if you can just smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, smash that share button like never before.